A big box of discounted Valentine's sweets. Did you get it? If you did, I want some. I want chocolate. I haven't had chocolates in a while. Also, welcome in, Taku. We're just about to get started here. Peanuts is a good choice. I always get a thing. I'm not even sure what it's called, a container of peanuts when I go to the supermarket if I don't have any. Definitely a solid snack to have on hand. But yeah, let's get started here. I'm gonna switch to the proper game screen. Okay. Croissants were not discounted, still bought them. Fair enough. Sometimes you just need a good croissant. Welcome in, Leon. I hope we've had a good day. I didn't stick around for your entire stream, but you definitely seemed like you were having fun. The fun was in quotes, by the way, in case that wasn't clear. Oh, you got the LARPA win. Nice, congrats. Let me know if you can hear the music, because I got a complaint that it was really loud last time. So I lowered it, but now it looks like it's really low. I'm gonna raise it a little bit here. It was fine previously. Okay, so interesting. I did not think it was that loud. Alright. But yeah, how have you two been? It's been a couple days. Has it been a couple days? No, yesterday was the Cave Dweller stream. Music is good. We can hear white noise when your mic opens. Yeah, that's the heater. It's nighttime. They blast the heat for a while. It'll go away eventually. I was very seriously considering doing more cave dwellers just to grind things out tonight. Yeah, I'm seeing my microphone is picking up a lot of noise. Give me a moment. Okay. I've increased the threshold for my noise gate, and I added the noise suppression, so might sound a little weird, but it fixed the background noise issue at least. Alive, albeit confused by stuff. Well, I hope whatever's confusing you stops confusing you soon. If it's anything that we can maybe give an opinion on, I'd be happy to weigh in. Although I know a lot of confusing stuff tends to be of a personal nature, so I completely understand if it's not something you want to share. Those are from the toxic acid dig thing. No, they're not. Huh. Not something I'll look for advice with. Understandable. Again, I hope whatever's confusing you is resolved soon for you. In the meantime, I will be here making noise if you just need a bit of a distraction. Although maybe not the best choice of distraction, watching me die over and over, but I'll be here regardless. At least you only have to watch the suffering instead of having to save me. At least, unless it's a Saturday. Ooh, that's kind of free digging. We might need to resort to that later. Hold on. Oops. Got a mic specifically for the tournament. I will scream "I hate you" to the most minor inconvenience for the duration of it. Not a problem. I am perfectly okay with that. Especially after the amount of suffering you've had to go through with our community nights. Perfectly understandable. I may or may not actively trigger that hatred for the tournament. I've been learning a lot of really good wand building. It's probably not going to end well with my ability to stay alive, or inability to stay alive. But we'll see how it goes. I've been getting good at doing a lot of long runs on my personal account. I think my biggest issue is once I start to try to speed things up and I start making a whole bunch of little mistakes, I don't recover well from it. Which is why I've been trying to tune into more Japanese streams, because all they do is speedrun. So if I could learn some tricks from them, that would be probably my best bet at surviving things. To be frank, the community nights are more fun than anything Noita related lately. Streaking is really not fun unless you're pseudo speedrunning it. Yeah. Even finding a way to visit Walmart when the rules don't even allow it. I could try. There are some long teleport options that I could explore. I would need to constantly warp over because the tether will pull me back, but if I can aim the warps just right, I might be able to explore some wands over there. There are untethered glitches. I'm not gonna go that far. I still want to respect the rules. If she says we stay tethered, we stay tethered. But if I could temporarily get out of the zone... Oh, she's never specified that that's not allowed, so... It's all about the details here. Don't dot me, Taku. I'm being fair, I think. I'm respecting the rules, even if, you know, there are other things. Precise knowledge of seeds and of wands. Bonds. I need to test something next practice. I love that I'm giving you guys ideas. Jin, hear me out, okay? What if... Are you gonna return chain your way outside of the area? Just Homebreaker teleport Vera. Oh man, that would be... I'm pretty sure that might work. Homebringer doesn't specify it has to be an enemy entity, it's just gotta be an entity. Oh, that's such a bad idea. Force everybody to go to Walmart or some other place until she manages to make her way back. I wonder if she'll do the check-in tomorrow or the day after, because the tournament is in 3 days. It's on Saturday. Walmart is half of it, the other half is losing points on tether. Yeah, that is also a good point, yeah. It would effectively force at least 1 point loss for tether on everybody if we manage to pull her away from people. This does make me wonder, because there are ways to long travel, obviously within the same world, it's a lot easier than parallel world traveling. Would there be a way to consistently go out of the tether and then return just in time to not be pulled back by the tether? In fact, if we could pull that off, that would be A, impressive, and B, kind of smart to avoid any point loss just for trying to explore. Ooh. Wow, rude. Return might allow you to do that, but sounds tedious. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is like having some sort of chain. Not chain. I guess yeah, chain between the actual teleport and then maybe a separate. I mean the one would need to be ridiculously like specific. I think. Unlikely, you would need to calculate the build based off your current position. You would only need the X position. Because we're only going to be traveling to the right and then back to our original position. We're not, I don't envision this going up or down, because that would be a lot more tedious. But if you're only going in one dimension, it shouldn't be too difficult, I don't think. I mean, obviously, if you teleport into a rock or something, the intended return would help with that. So you don't immediately die. Just a matter of figuring out how best to approach it, I guess. My idea is kind of just to like poke in and out of the wand mart and eventually, hopefully, happen onto like a wand or something, pick it up really quickly before the teleport back goes off. Actually, I kind of feel like opening up the spell lab and testing ideas. Might do that here if I die. Just open up spell lab and experiment a bit. Return only works in loaded chunks, so if you were the only person loading that chunk, your return could fail. The chunk loading gets a little weird with entangled worlds. I believe there are some reworks to the chunk loading system that allows entangled worlds to function the way it does, so that multiple clients can connect at the same time without having to essentially kill the main client. I feel like that's also part of the reason why entity duplication is so common in the entangled worlds client. Okay, 300 gold, 2 HP. And taking damage, I think. Water's evaporated. Oh, there's 2 of them. Okay, that's not fair exactly, but throw more water, I guess. I don't think Vera would consider parts of the long distance travel wand a goodie, so you're very unlikely to get the necessary ingredients. Uh-oh, I should not have walked back. I mean, it depends on the LDT method we're using, right? Because if we do a variation of the speed-based tentacle, you don't need anything hyper specific. It's really just, what is it? A swapper bolt, inner spell with some other thing. We could also do the I was so ready to say now I can live longer when you reach Holy Mountain. Yeah, no. My mind is so focused on trying these ideas out. Hold on, let me open up the spell lab. I need to experiment a little bit here. Can I use speed-based tentacle with a random wand and expect it to work due to speed modifier? Is that not how you're supposed to do it? That's kind of what I did for when I was doing the you have to use phasing. Yeah, phasing would be a difficult thing to get a hold of. It is a very rare modifier. I mean, there are other variations though. It's not... I was just using the speed-based tentacle as an example of like a very cheap wand. There are other cheap variations as well. And again, we're not doing parallel worlds, so we don't need a lot of divide bys. We really just need something to extend the lifetime or the speed of the tentacle to an appropriate amount. There is a lab. Not have any saved ones? Ones have a random speed multiplier attached to them. Most speed-based builds work based on that, on always generating wands with that modifier as constant. I see. I mean, I guess I lucked out then, because when I did my speed-based, when I did my wand build for the Sun Quest, I just threw it on the what's it called? The speed wand from the tower. I kind of just threw it on there and worked with that. Seemed to work fine. Granted, it was off by a few pixels every time, but it wasn't a huge deal. Speed wand is one of the bases built around, if I recall correctly, other being multitudes. Fair enough. Did you use any spell that sets speed? I mean, I just went for the standard. Was it standard? No, I think it was the variant speed-based build. Let me pull it up. Yeah, it was the speed-based tentacle with swapper was the one I used. Wait, was it swapper? No, it wasn't swapper. Sorry. It was the top one. Yeah, it was the top one because I don't have fish spell unlocked, so I didn't use the swapper variant. Did I? I think I might have used Deercoin instead of the fish. I don't remember. I'd have to go back and look at the VOD. Pretty sure. Reduce lifetime, Nola, linear arc. I don't remember. Fish, deer coin, summon tech, a sub are pretty interchangeable. Yes, that much I did understand. Doing some research into the long distance travel stuff. Trying to see here, we could find a relatively cheap LDT wand that I could maybe experiment with. Inaccurate budget build thing. Okay, try this. Use the NG Plus version, Tentacle Homebringer. There's phasing on that one. It sets the speed to a precise value. Yeah, because you need the you need that specific speed to be multiplied in order to get an accurate distance. For NG Plus, I believe the map is larger if I'm not mistaken, so you need to compensate for that. Inaccurate budget won't work for this application? Really? Let me try it anyway. Requires the caster to be on surface, really? Oh yeah, requires open space to use. Lightning stops if it hits the wall, even with drilling shot. However, it does not collide with terrain in unloaded chunks. Well, this is a closed box. Let me see if I can maybe figure something out here. What do I want? Death trigger. This would mean terrain loaded by other players would also screw with it. I see. Does divide by LDC work? Divide by long distance cast? Divide by I kind of don't want to rely on because we don't know if we'll be able to find them during the tournament, is the thing. And a lot of these ones are very much reliant on divide by to increase distance, which is a little annoying. That's why I want to see if I could get the deer swapper lightning working. Timer increase. Damage plus. Guessing that's for cast delay. Delta have in there. Just arrived. Context of what you're doing. Also, hello. Hello, Virus. Welcome. Hope you've had a good day. We're sort of experimenting with long distance casting right now. Damage is there to kill the deer. Oh yeah, so you don't die on arrival. Or I guess so you don't leave the deer, or something weird with the deer and the swapper. I forget what it is. Bear said she wants custom shops in Holy Mountain. Everything is possible. I mean, custom shops still doesn't guarantee us finding what we need, is the thing. Deer needs to be killed for swapper to work in unloaded chunks. Ah, okay. Or what do I? Swapper. Also, you don't need the divide bys. I mean, the divide bys are what are increasing the speed to allow the tentacle or whatever medium is being sent out to hit the destination, is it not? Telling you that multiple copies of add, trigger, and phasing also works would not be much help. Yeah, that's kind of that's the whole point of having the divide bys, is you don't need multiple copies. Okay. Interesting. We'll always go towards same Y value, I think. It doesn't hit the ceiling or anything before it collides with an object somewhere. Where's the pulse? Oh. Huh. Does this build use linear path? It doesn't say linear path on the build. Kind of just this. Oh god, I'm stuck. How do I? Where's the link everywhere? This. If not, you should be able to add linear or horizontal. Yeah, it would keep the aim steady. Would need probably let's give ourselves invuln so that we don't die. Okay. That's all. Right, the increased lifetime keeps this alive, and then once this expires, it releases the decoy swap. So I would be able to do this with something like regular tentacle, maybe. I'm pretty sure it should be possible. Something like this. But it doesn't release the payload because the lifetime is being extended. That maybe? A little better. And then we just need a component to increase the speed. Which I guess we could do with speed up, right? Try a couple things. Light shot. We already have one light shot. What if we do two? Linear arc. Not really helping here. Why is this thing taking damage? Is it because of the deer koi having damage up? Some speed-based tentacle work on effect that fly upwards, downwards, has some special property. That might be the case. Yeah, mine also used upwards or downwards, but let me see. Fly upwards. Ah, okay, it's because it locks the projectile in place, which I'm guessing is tentacle physics. Yeah, tentacle physics do not have speed cap, allowing placement of spells far off chunks. So basically, it locks the payload from the tentacle in place wherever the tentacle ends up. Where is fly downwards? Either one's fine. Not me. That. Okay, but it does seem like you are right. We are kind of hamstrung by the fact that we are stuck in the loaded chunks. However, how far does that actually extend? If I go up a few times, huh. It's not stopping anymore. Why? That's odd. Interesting. Additionally, multiplies the speed multiplier for the current shot by 1.2 without applying the typical cap of 20x or 0x. Ah, interesting. Okay. Put them in front of the trigger then. Or not the trigger, the expiration. So it works when you're standing on solid ground. It does not work for in the air. Noted. It doesn't even work here. Why? That way? Deer isn't dying, right? I mean, it works here for some reason. See, that worked fine. For some reason, if I fire from up here, or maybe I'm just not being accurate enough with it. Which is odd because linear arc is supposed to line this up. That works. Then that one didn't. Very weird. Okay. Maybe that's why this uses inner spell to center the linear arc only applies at the second frame of lifetime, meaning initial inaccuracy does affect it. I mean, predicament. I feel like inner spell would probably fix some of the issues here. But there's a small caveat that inner spell is a very... Okay, that killed the wand. I'm doing it wrong. Okay. Inner spell is usually used for Homebringer payload. Was it Homebringer? Oh yeah, it was. Where's Homebringer? Also, it can be used for accuracy reasons. Yeah. Except for some reason, it seems to also be affecting speed of the tentacle traveling. A little confusing. Maybe I don't need the damage. Or it might have been accelerating action. Yeah, okay. What? Oh. Would it not be? No, because it's not dying. Okay, that works. It only works sometimes. That's very odd. Is there a reason that fly downwards is at the end of the wand build? If it's set to the speed, you could theoretically just have it at the front, right? That seems to work. Now it doesn't. Weird. This does travel through ground, it seems like. Just need to make it work consistently at distance. and maybe not hit world objects, I guess. You're building this by creating a chimera of long distance once. I am working with what I think we might be able to find in the tournament. I have no idea what sort of materials we'll be working with. Which I guess isn't the most scientific way to do it, but it is a way for now. I think the big thing is trying to figure out how to get more distance out of this. The reason you usually keep speed modifiers last is for easier, useful trigger failure. Useful trigger failure, okay. The linear arc is supposed to help with the accuracy. We'll leave that there. So if we do the speed up at the end. Huh. That didn't work. It's bringing them back, but it's not stunning us. Maybe because it's firing twice. It's not ideal. So in this instance, we would want something like wand refresh, which is another very specific thing that we probably won't find. Oh, that made it even worse. Maybe the one is just firing too fast. Really don't see how this would be doable without phasing. Yeah, I mean it is a rare modifier, but it is still a possible modifier, I guess. Not like the DARPA level of rarity. Here. Phasing is the modifier I can see very give us a goodie, but not betting on it. Maybe. Okay, that seems to do something. Seems to be working a little better. Not quite the distance we need. It is something. What if I do accelerative homing instead of speed? Does that help anything? No, that just breaks it. That's interesting. Hold on. Phasing and speed builds don't work together. Phasing adds lifetime. I mean, it was working a moment ago. Oh, maybe it's just because I see what it's doing. What if instead of expiration trigger we use a timer instead? That seems to be a lot more reliable, even if we're not getting the distance that we need. Question is, how do we increase the distance with this in a way that's actually meaningful and attainable? I guess I could throw all of this between this and the timer. It leads to the same outcome. Or not. There we go. Obviously the divide bys would be the easiest way to go about this. If we were to get divide bys as a goodie, that would be great. But I don't count on that being a thing. Divide bys are way too powerful to just be given away freely, I think. Is there any other modifier that increases speed? We could always do like 3 or 4 speed ups, but it feels a little janky to me. Maybe something that'll disconnect the tentacle from retracting. Moo and copy random would also work. They could, yeah. Copy random is maybe a little less reliable. Might be something that we could. Okay. I don't think we want both, right? This. That wasn't very far. Not gonna work in a preface. Yeah, and it doesn't look like it's working. Okay, something's happening. Just not what needed to. Still not doing this. Like I use divide bys, but somehow I think the trigger series will be accessible. You mean these? Yeah, they're probably about the same. Wide 4 is not a limited, right? No. That's still not giving us distance. Outside of the thing. That's not right. What's going on here? Oh, the phasing is keeping it alive. Okay. Weird. Weird is not necessarily bad. Very. It was working and now it's not. What did I do? Okay, there we go. Like how your first own long distance travel one is aiming to be an amalgamation of other ones. I mean, why not? Might as well try something, right? We're seeming to go in the right direction. I just need to figure out how to increase the distance of the tentacle. What if we go one step higher with the bye-bye? Next one is 8? Oh, no, just go straight to 10. Very unlikely to get that there, but I probably won't even clear the distance that we need either. My first attempt was making an exploration trigger horizontal path rock with an inner spell homebringer that I would launch by casting like 50 magical explosions at the side of it. Fair enough, I can see the logic there. If you want to kill the target in order to homebringer it, the 50 explosions would definitely get the job done. I think a big thing here is just the distance is really difficult to try and get. Magical explosions don't destroy the terrain. The rock would expire on its own due to being in an unloaded chunk for set duration. Oh, why would you need the 50 magical explosions then? I would assume that it would just be to destroy the rock that you're sending over there. like I to launch it faster. Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah. Oh, how goes? What up, Oneros? Welcome. We are, well, I'm experimenting with long distance travel. Do a flip. If I could, I would. I guess you could do a flip when your body gets catapulted after dying. Disc 7 out of 10. Noita can't flip, can't pet doggos. You can't pet doggos, but you can pet hammers. That's good enough. So this works diagonally. It works at a 90-degree angle. I just need to figure out how to make it travel further. You can kickflip the skateboard as well, yes. Usually get in so much trouble with tentacles. Tentacles are not bad. I like the tentacle spell. I think what usually gets me is explosions. I usually fill myself with explosive spells. Kind of thing. I'm a tentacle timer. Has the same lifetime. It has the benefit of having automatic release on the timer payload. That skip a slot. It does seem to travel a bit faster as well. But now it's not doing the thing. In fact, this is controlling the speed of the tentacle. Or add timer has a flat timer release at 20 frames. This isn't a consistent occurrence between all timer spells. Ah, okay. Tentacle timer is also 20 frames. Well, don't give me useless information, Taku. Just say I got lucky. That's how I usually do things. Although now I seem to not... The one seems to not be functioning the way it was before. Which is... odd. Why do you need to spawn deer? The spawn deer is the target for the swapper. The swapper hits the deer and then it swaps our position where the payload gets released. So basically what we're doing is we're taking the tentacle timer with this payload and we're shooting it really far away, with the intent being that wherever the deer ends up, we get swapped to that location, and then the deer dies because the damage plus on the swapper killed it. Hey, what's up, Zenny? Welcome. You've tuned into a very interesting stream tonight. We're getting, well, I'm getting my my fix for one building here, and it's proving a challenge. I completely broke it this time. Why is this not working now? What did I do? Oh, that's not right. Poor deer brought into this world only to get swapped and murdered. All of this for a fantasy of overgrown caverns. Listen, man, if I can get over there and get the wands that I need, it would be a game changer. Murdered and swapped. Order matters. That's fair, yeah. Actually, that's a good point. Does this actually work on the dead corpses? It does. Okay. I guess that is a very important distinction then. The swapping with dead animals. Think of it as what is it? Think of it like the what is it called? The decoy? Decoy? Not decoy. The replacement jutsu from Naruto, where they like swap a dead tree trunk in place of where they were standing. That's basically what we're doing, but we're using dead deer. Oh dear. It's not as bad as it sounds, Zenny. It's they've got bombs inside of them, okay? They're gonna blow up anyway. We're just granting them a swift release. I don't know how I broke this. It should not be firing off in two directions like that. That one works, but the phasing lasts way too long. See, that was alive. Kind of. He's only creating deers to do tentacle things to them, killing them and swapping places with their bodies. No. We are creating tentacles to summon deers and then killing them and swapping places. The tentacles are not doing things to the deers. They are putting them in place for the other stuff to happen. It's called putting them in their place now. I didn't say in their place. They're putting them in place. Okay? We're using specific words here. Why is That, doing that. I should not be doing that. I promise we'll get back to an actual Noita run in a moment. I really want to maybe try and make something work here. What if this? Maybe? Nope. Why is that bringing the payload back so quickly? Oh, because I don't have any release on this. Where's the add timer? Totally fun watching you use tentacles and abuse deer. Well, I'm glad you approve on Eros. I don't think Zenny's got the same idea though. Blah blah blah, reaching the 20x speed cap normal modifiers can provide. You need to use multiples applied downwards to bypass. Ah. What you're saying is I should be doing this. No. I do onto that, perhaps? Nope. Watching what feels like poorly executed war crimes. I mean, a war crime, regardless of how it's executed, is still a war crime. Yeah, I think this is going to take a lot more math and thought than I initially envisioned. We're getting somewhere. I just need to figure out how to get the appropriate distance out of the tentacle so that we can go, I guess a half map would be the appropriate distance to go from the main path to Overgrown. I'm gonna have to think on this a bit. No more. No more. Try again. Do another one. So anyway, how's your guys' night going? Hope you're having a good one. Okay, he will be gentle, I think. Yeah, we're back to doing normal Noita. I'll be as I guess as gentle as the game will allow me to be. We kind of need to defend ourselves sometimes. Although I guess I don't feel like trying for a passive run tonight. That's a lot more effort than I want to put in. True pacifist. That is far more work than I want to do right now, Taku. Mushing things with rocks apparently isn't murder. I mean, it depends on what your idea of murder is. Rocks fall on things all the time. You can't really blame a rock for just falling. Now, if that rock so happened to be pushed onto something, that's a different matter. But the rock falling in and of itself is not exactly murder. Your Honor, it's not my fault he was standing below where I spawned my rock. Exactly. He could have been standing literally anywhere else. There is an entire world he could have chosen to stand, but he stood under the rock. Caesar! Is that a JoJo reference? Dabbling into being a lawyer? No, I wish. Lawyers are a different kind of species, I think. I do like a good argument every now and again, but lawyering is a completely different matter. Although, I did play the first 3 Phoenix Wright games, so there's that. I need to stop yapping while I'm dying. I did play the first 3 Phoenix Wright games. That was fun. It's funny that if you do gust of wind into a rock spawn, it still counts as an accident. There are a lot of things that count as accidents in this game that shouldn't count as accidents. Yeah, more you can do both. I beg to differ. I just got shot 4 times by a shotgunner that had no business being alive that long. Unstable crystal probably being most prominent example. Exactly. I believe we were talking about that in the IT server earlier today. I forget, I think it was Ghoul that was trying for something with the unstable crystal, and he didn't learn the first time that the explosive damage from it doesn't attribute the kills to the player. I believe he was going for like a rare mob or something, and he did it twice. The first time he didn't figure it out, and then the second time, I guess he finally put 2 and 2 together. It's not my fault he stood right through my mine. Oh? Yeah, the heart mimic. I'm honestly surprised he didn't connect the dots the first time. Usually when I kill a thing, it's, you know, my kill. If it didn't happen the first time, I would wonder, well, what exactly happened that it didn't count? And maybe try to avoid using those conditions. Haven't noted for a bit. 2-second recharge. That's not great. There. Let him off. He had Curse of Greed on him, so it was under pressure. Yeah, and he also didn't know that you could make Curse of Greed safe by standing on like 2 pixels, but it's fine. He's also very much the type to just rush into things without thinking them through. So I get it. I just like to poke fun at him. Actually, upwards of 3 pixels, not 2. Okay. Fine, Taku. If we're going to be hyper specific about the number of pixels, then yes, it is 3 pixels you can stand on before you're considered standing on dangerous ground. You are right. I probably could have sold a wand and maybe got something else. That's fine. Ooh, black hole. That is very nice to see there. Now we have a goal to work towards. Jim, I will make it for the tournament. Good luck, by the way. Thank you. And yes, it is a shame that you won't make it. I'm sure we will all have a perspective or VODs that you can check out later. I know at the very least I'll be putting up my POV while the tournament is going. Okay, that is such a late lava generation. Okay, I'd probably mess with nukes about as much as allowed maybe if I joined. I believe nukes are on the banned spells list, so you probably wouldn't be messing around with them very much. A good plan of action, just foiled by the fact that she's actually given this some thought. Omega Black Hole, on the other hand, isn't. That is still on the table, yeah. Surprisingly enough. Although I guess to be fair, it is technically less destructive than a nuke. Nukes outright delete all of the surrounding pixels. Black holes kind of just turn into concrete and then let them fall. Nothing can kill you if no one can move. I mean, the black hole can kill you if you can't move. Omega black hole, not giga black hole. Doesn't Omega black hole also generate physics concrete? I thought it did. It generates physics, but it also destroys everything it's in direct path of first. Huh. And it sucks in teleport attempts. I might need to experiment with Omega a little more. That's such a bad one for that thing to have. Yeah, I'm gonna need to experiment more with Omega Black Hole. I think I've only used it once to get the progress marker on it, and I don't think it was even on this. It was on this. Nope, it wasn't on this one. It was on my personal account. But yeah, I'm not too familiar with how Omega works specifically. It's a wand. Have anything good? Rock. If I had more stuff to work with it and unlimited spells, that would be good. We could always come back for it later. Okay. That's just rude. They should not be allowed down here. Hungry ghost saving us, saving our asses from the tentacle. Can't wait to rock dupe 127 plasma cross. Can't wait to rebuild whatever abomination I had the last entangled run that we did. That was a good one. I think it was freezing with homing on a trigger that released what was it? It was an AC projectile teleport with freezing and homing on a trigger into double cast, plasma, and something else. And I believe the plasma cross had some damage modifier. I don't remember which one it was, but it was kind of crazy. How does plasma damage work exactly? Is it flat damage? It's basically flat damage, yes, but it's a per tick, per particle flat damage. You can still increase it with things like damage up and stuff. But as long as you're standing inside of the direct line of particles, it will keep doing damage to you per... I want to say per frame, but that doesn't sound right. Maybe the timing is a little lower than that. The origin point can be modified. Yeah, if you have things like homing or rotate towards, turn toward foes, that sort of thing, it can move. Unless you mean something else by that. The generated line projectiles can be modified only with perks. Yeah, if you have things like rotating arc or not rotating, orbit arc or Anything that'll displace the direction that it's facing, it will spin the object around in that manner. Oh, Uko and a blind mage, fun. Orbiting plasma? You could do orbiting plasma. It would rotate in place. It wouldn't actually like orbit around. Orbiting plasma across the die fat. Oh, you mean true orbit? Just have it rotate around you? Yeah, you'd die pretty much instantly. Unless you had several thousand health to offer it. God damn it. Stupid moikies. Unless you can swap things into it, or the orbit hard follows you, you can attach homing onto it, and it'll follow things around. You could also attach boomerang onto it, and it'll follow you around. These are things you can do. I would maybe not advise the boomerang route, but it is an option. Funny, haha. Maybe funny. Depends on what sort of entertainment value you get out of killing yourself that way. I would say there are some runs where you do want to kill yourself if you've achieved what is generally known as a god run. At a certain point you will want to end that run, perhaps to start something new. At which point the only way to get credit for a lot of things in the progress section would be to kill yourself in the game. Or if you have fluid around you, it's usually fun to mess with plasma. Not really. If the fluid is next to you and it displaces fast enough that it'll stop the lasers from getting to you, then that's fine. But if you have something like boomerang, the spell will always try to center on top of you. And if you are the center point of the plasma will still affect you. Yeah, it somewhat shields you as long as it's not directly on top of you. It's basically what it boils down to. No boomerang plasma in the water. No, probably not a good idea. Oh, he jumped into the water for us. Nice. This one's taking a shower. That's always good. You can use a spell that boomerangs naturally with add trigger. You could, yeah. If you have something like, what would be a spell that boomerangs naturally? I don't think there are very many of them. Omega Disc, yeah, does have a natural boomerang effect. Add trigger Omega Disc projectile, plasma beam cross. Sounds perfectly safe. Yeah. Definitely safe. You could go one step further and put piercing on the Omega Disc projectile before the trigger, so that it constantly fires plasma projectiles while it's inside of you. Definitely a great idea. Oh, does it also have natural piercing? Okay. That's fair enough, I guess. It does go through just about everything, so makes sense. Oh, there goes those things. If orphan a death cross, it will fly towards you. Orphan. Oh. Oops. Need to not be toxicified. Oh, remove caster variable. Really? Oh, you mean the small death cross? Yeah. That's because it has natural homing towards passive mobs, if I'm not mistaken, and the player is considered passive in the back end. Is it not passive mobs? Are you sure? Pretty sure I've seen it home to passive mobs before. Oh, tagged as prey. Okay, that's what it was. Yeah. I forget passive and prey are not interchangeable in the tags. They are separate entity types. Hey, what's up, Sky? Welcome. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good evening. It's alright. Oh, that's good to hear. As long as it's not bad, it's good, is how I would think of that. Granted, it might maybe be a little better, but at least it's not bad. Why are you biting on arrows? Can't just go up to random people and bite them. Just a nibble of everyone who comes in. Just a little taste. Good to know. Zene, no. Do not just bite random people. Oh, you mean for Neros? No, that's fair, yes. Apparently he does like to bite and get a taste of people that come into the chat. Which I don't blame him for, but also, maybe don't do that. How will I know if it tastes like friend? That's a fair point, yeah. You wouldn't know if they taste like friend unless you bite them. Although maybe we ask for permission first. Might be a good first step. Want digging that is not fire. That would be really nice to be able to see what's in there. Although I think it's probably nothing more than gold. See if we can get some sort of will or other digging thing. Goes back there. Sorry, I had to check my phone really quickly. Okay. But if they don't mind, they are truly friend. Fair, good point. But also, consider that most people would probably be a little weirded out by getting bit by a random person that they've never seen before. Might be just a little odd. You should buy Tim. Totally won't overdose on caffeine from one nibble. True. Definitely not a problem you would have. Just a small nibble should be enough to keep you awake for about 72 hours. Nibbles faster with more energy. I should fill water flask, yes. Thank you. Más agua. Nah, no water, you got this. I mean, we were doing relatively okay without the water. Except that one time I got set on fire. But that's fine. We had sheep to put the fire out. I don't think there was anything up here, right? Oh, there's whiskey. Well, we have Berserk Mac. Could go do the Berserk thing. Although, kind of a waste of time. Most of the time, anyway. Very rarely does the bridge boss give any good wands. Set this on fire if we can. We're not allowed to set this on fire. Okay. Fair enough. I don't want to check what's in there though. This one should be fun. It shouldn't burn for too long. Unless it does that. Good enough. We're not finding too much here. We got a couple of decent ones. 10-7 is particularly nice. Actually, we'll get rid of the wand here. I did the frog berserkian recipe today, and it felt so bad constantly keeping the frog corpse up and around the vat of whiskey. Yeah, it's definitely an interesting process to get berserkian from scratch. The last time I did it, I believe I had a potion of whiskey, and I had 3 frogs over on the west side of the map. 1 large one and 2 small ones. I was just kicking them back and forth inside of this puddle of whiskey until it all turned to berserkium. Definitely an interesting experience. Oh, I guess that'll be your alchemy lesson for today, Zenny. If you mix whiskey with frogs, you get berserkium. Frogs become berserkium? Yes, they do. If you mix it with whiskey, you get berserkium. Okay, what will a person do for some pheromones? That's also fair, yeah. Pheromones are a very good recipe to know. What the? Yeah, I kind of feel like they were going for traditional alcohol making. In a lot of different places in the world, you can mix an alcohol and you can quote unquote pickle some sort of something in it. In Mexico, we do a thing called aguardiente. It's basically the Mexican version of moonshine, and you put scorpion in it in order to sort of give it a little extra something. It's a practice that's done in a lot of different places, not specifically scorpions. Obviously, you've got different animals or things in different parts of the world. I believe China has something similar with various insects or something over there as well, from what I know. Wait till you hear the recipe for pheromones. It's worm blood, frog flesh, worm pheromones, and whiskey. If you want to start with basic parts, yes, that is the full recipe for pheromones. You want to make pheromones from scratch. You need worm blood and frogs along with other liquid. Confusion? Why confused? It's very straightforward. You take a thing, you add liquids to it, and you make other things. I'll just keep finding it. Fair enough. That is a fair reaction to the information. Tower of Babel is not quite what we're looking for. You gotta find worm pheromones either way, since they don't spawn naturally. Yeah. Although they do tend to spawn a little more frequently than natural pheromones, so there is that. At least in my experience, anyway. I don't think do the thing. Technically speaking, I could always just tablet surf to the Henkeva temple and get pheromones from there. Yeah, that is also an option. for people that can't tablet surf. I could do the black magic and go up there as well. The same way I could always tablet surf to get over to Paha Silma and do early Wanmar 100% of the runs, but I feel like that takes away from the special nature of having the right potion for the job. The option for people that don't value their time. That's also fair, yes. Oh no! There goes all the free warm blood. It's okay, time is a man-made concept. True. Time in the theoretical sense is a man-made concept. Time as the measurable displacement of our existence from one point to another is not a man-made concept. That is a thing that actually exists. We've just attributed it the name of time. But there is a distinction there. You are right. Yeah, that didn't go how I wanted it to. Is he backed into the corner? Why is he so smart? What? No. I refuse to believe in time. It's a myth. Fair enough. I mean, whatever floats your boat, I guess. It's just a brass pouch. It's probably not worth killing this guy, but now that he has a way out, I don't want to let him live. There we go. Copper and diamond. That can stay there. Time is a man-made concept, motherfuckers, when I throw them into a black hole. What can you do with diamond? You can make... I believe you can make ambrosia and... yeah, diamond and honey makes ambrosia. There's something else that it does. I don't remember what. I feel like it's something to do with either ominous liquid or foul liquid. Actually, that is a good point. It's poison, right. Now that you bring that up. Good. Diamonds so I can make ambrosia. Perhaps. %. Yeah. That'll work. Diamond and honey makes ambrosia and poison at once. Yeah. Concentrated man, we already have. How have I never seen honey? You probably don't go to the fungal caverns very much on the second floor. Anytime you see one of those hive things in the fungal caverns areas, they will usually have puddles of honey beneath them. Rude. Oh, frog. Honey spawns only by hives in, I believe, exclusively fungal caves. As far as I know, yeah, they do only spawn in the fungal caves west of the second area. Actually, no. There are fungal caves in the jungle, as well as the factory, or whatever the fourth area is, all the way to the east. I don't think I've ever seen any hives there though. Vault, yeah, that one. I've just never noticed it. I mean, that's fair. Especially if you're a newer player, I don't expect that to be common knowledge. The fungal caverns are very scary when you're starting out. Factory force area, my brother in Christ, what is that math? I don't math. What are you talking about? I don't even know my numbers half the time. Fungal cavern is fun, everything explodes. I mean, if explosions are your idea of fun, then yeah, that would be pinnacle, peak fun explosion times over there. Fungal caverns and the vault are probably your favorite places then. People like fireworks, right? Fireworks as a spell is fine. Fireworks in person also are okay, unless you're very close in person. Might be a little less okay then. You have circular shielding. Not the most useful thing. I will say though, I do enjoy fireworks. I've been to see some fireworks out in person a few times. It's always an interesting experience. Take it, you can drop it at any time. Fair. Better to have it than to not, I suppose. Honestly, I don't really like fireworks IRL. Too loud and smelly, but that's just me. I mean, everyone's got their preferences, right? I don't like being near the fireworks, but I do like watching them. I did not mean to kick both of them, but that's fine. One of these will go in there. There we go. I don't like the smell either. And then there's dumb people. Yeah, like I said, I don't like being near the fireworks. But if it's at like a festival or something and there are actually trained people setting off fireworks at a distance, I like watching that. But actually setting them off myself and being near them, I do not enjoy either. One at a time here. That's close enough, although I don't think I can get a good angle on the shot here. There we go. That'll funnel out to about there. We need to clear out some of this. Do we have any other tanks around? Somewhere. But where there are fireworks, there are people who pick DIY their own trip to the hospital. Seriously, though, it's fine if regulated properly. No, yeah. And that's kind of where I draw the line is. I don't like being anywhere near the actual fireworks. If there are like trained people putting out the fireworks and like putting on a show, I'm perfectly fine watching. Actually setting them off and being nearby, I'd rather not. I've handled firearms before. I already know what that's like. I know what it sounds like. I know the smell. I don't need to experience that any more than necessary. We gotta somehow move one of these things all the way up that section. I don't have that. Maybe we could clear out some space with a fireball. Probably won't work all that well. I have to do it from... Yeah, the rock is not going to be easily removed. Just from cocktail to evaporate the water from the inside. I should have done that. A little late now though, he's kind of not alive. Farm cocktail, so those guys, that guy that I just killed, those enemies throw potions at you called cocktails. I guess the chemical makeup of those cocktails is oil and, correct me if I'm mistaken, but it's liquid fire. Basically what you would do is you would farm a bunch of them so that they settle on the bottom, and then you kind of just pick them up and chuck them into the water. They either shatter inside or you can dump the contents out into the water. The mixture of oil and liquid fire sets the oil on fire, but more importantly, all of the fire sitting on top of the water immediately evaporates the water beneath it. So you basically have a steam cloud coming up from the mixture of the cocktail. I should have farmed that, but it's fine. We can still do a couple of barrels of oil explosions for some evaporation. Oh, there's another guy there. Although that's going to be a lot harder to farm. Since there's no liquid to slow the projectile down, I'd have to be very accurate with catching them. 16 HP is not a comfortable number to work with. To try that. Or you could just put concentrated mana on the metal to raise the... That is right, yeah. I completely forgot about the concentrated mana that we had. Or have rather, it's right there. There's a second one there. We could just shatter this one onto the steel and guarantee that most of it will melt away. Let's go do that. And the water here would actually eat away a good chunk of it. Oh, of course I missed. How the hell did I hit the one corner? That's fine. Whatever. It works. Okay, apologies for any eye users. The screen is now very bright because of the concentrated mana. Oh, that's not the one we wanted, but it'll help. I don't have a trophies emoji. You should get a bit of the concentrated mana and the teleportation flask to purify it. Yeah, sure. Whatever you say, Taku. That definitely 100% works. Uh-huh. I would totally believe you if I didn't know the actual stabilization alchemy for it. Oh, this is the weird formation. I hate this one. Here we go. It makes 100% pure blue liquid. I mean, we could try the reverse and throw unstable telly onto the concentrated mana. Yeah. Not gonna do that. Okay, decent job. So we can put it on here. Up here. I take this for the bridge boss if we find a way back up over that way. Reroll. Peace with gods. No longer have to worry about Steve being angry. We can come in and out as we please. That's gonna be our secret weapon for Squiddy later. There. We'll grab a spark bolt. Actually, we should probably do this, right? Just to give us range. Oh, rude. Ow. Twice. Still not full? Not liquid, that's fine. We'll just dump out the unstable part. I hate these caverns. They always have such a long way around. Ooh, free heart. We'll take that. I should be shooting those hearts. One of them is bound to be a mimic and it's gonna bite me. But at least if I kill it, I'll have it before Ghoul does. And that would be peak comedy. if you open a chest in water, it would start floating. That is also fair, yeah. Since it is a monster, mob enemy, it would just float on top of the water. I was talking about the one that was, were they both in water? Yeah, this one was here. I think there was one over this way though, somewhere. Gotta go, have fun. Have a good one, Oneros. We will see you next time. Thank you for stopping by. Even then, there's a 50% chance the spread will give it away. Yeah, if it's facing left, I think it is. The plus being on the wrong side would immediately give it away. Hello. Big explosion. Ooh, big wand. Shuffle, but we do get a few interesting toys to mess around with. Let's go fix our wands here. Probably gonna fire a little low, but not ideal. Later. My 5 recharge is not great. Otherwise, I would maybe try to use this. No wiggle. Ooh, I know. That's fine. We probably won't be needing long bursts for this digging. There's the teleport. That's gonna fix our very low mobility here. This would probably be well used there. This, hold on to an extra. So, the fact that it's shuffle kind of makes it a little unreliable. For the speed up, it's a little slower, but you just need it for increased mobility, not for speed right now. Rude. Holy... What? Where even are you? Can't just shoot me from off screen. That's illegal. That's a lot of octopus, dudes. Fight, 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 fight. That works. Two broken wands and another wand that we could potentially get out of there. Or some liquid. Go for the wrong one. Good. Oops. And not quite enough. What? Teleport up, I think. Oh? How did that oh, I see. Loading through the tracks on that. Okay. Clear this out then. We should be able to warp up here. That's a waste of a wand. Up the wasps. Gonna have to try and find a way to deal with that. Didn't bring the honey with me to make ambrosia. Or not the honey, the diamond. No, I think we're just gonna ignore that wasp hive. Seems like the sensible thing to do. Oh, that's not good. Robocop with a wand. We had just enough mana to kill that off. What is that? That is something with fire trail. No idea what that is. Oh, whatever carrying, we can see now. Bitter bolt. Okay, interesting. Wasn't showing the full particle effect. Oh, I guess it was just extra bright because of the light modifier. Looks really weird. Regardless, we don't need it. Get rid of you. Wyrm pheromone. Free chest. Hello. Bug. Goodbye, bug. Other blind mage. Egg. Lilium, not super useful at the moment. Egg. If we find unlimited spells, I'll try to make use of the egg spell. It's a very weird spell to work with though, because it always hatches those random mobs. Very difficult to... I don't think you can attach any modifiers to them as far as I know, actually, now that I think about it. No, we're not finding a lot of good stuff here in the fungal caverns. It is kind of par for the course. Not unexpected that we get a lot of not great ones. Would have wanted at least one or two good things. A little better stuff than what we've got now. Ow. Teleport was nice, but that wasn't technically in the caverns, I think. It was just outside. Egg might be useful later. This wand is maybe a little better than that one. We might be able to spell wrap with it properly. 55 recharge is not terrible. Admittedly, it's not great either. With that little gold, I'm not gonna paste it all the way down there. Dip to slumber, have at least one semi-decent run. Thank you very much, Taku. Yes, I think this is gonna be a semi-decent run. We shall find out. Oh, Aha Silma. Yeah, I think this is gonna be a semi-decent run, Taku. Go have a good night. Thank you for stopping by. I'll let you know how I inevitably die. Why we need Pahasilna is the first question. The answer is probably no. Have digging. Not looking for the sun quest at the moment. Okay. Digging bolt. Very nice to have. I think that takes priority over egg. Can always come back for this. Can be a very good digging one. This one. Grip plus is nice. Back for that as well. That's the last pipe we got. Great. I don't think pond over real reason for us to explore too close to that hive. So we are just other stuff away from there. Maybe fix up our teleport and attack once. Might be a good start. Digging by itself should fix it up. Or we could do this a little better than oh you go back to other one that we could probably use back. That's not the right way. $55. So head first into the toxic rock is not a great idea. Heart. This time here. Rainbow mushroom, yes. Rainbow mushroom holds many secrets. This is a precursor to the Sun Quest. If you want to explore that at some point, you're definitely going to want to look into these things. I will not elaborate any further unless you want me to. It is a little spoilery. But yes, keep a lookout for these things. Notably, if I were to little further, I can't find things on my own. I'm sure you can. You don't give yourself enough credit. You're a smart person. Yeah, so if I take the eyeball away, it's no longer here. So always look out for this sort of triangle with the eyeball marker on it. This is very important if you want to look into the rainbow mushroom stuff, i.e. the Sun Quest. If I stand on this book, it gives you some guidance. One of my brethren ran away in order to escape our predicament. They felt our understanding of this world was to be forbidden. They hid something here, in this room, but lacked the ability to truly see what is here. Once you start looking into these things, you're definitely going to want to read between the lines for all of these texts if you want to figure out the Sun Quest on your own. I could go into detail into what this means, but I'll let you do your thing for it first. Then if you need help, I will offer my services. I really want to see what's in that wand. Dig up from beneath, maybe? There's a coup here. Okay, that's just rude. I'm just trying to see what's on the wand. No need to attack me for it. That's actually a decent wand. Well, maybe use that for attack instead. Swap that. We'll come back for the egg spell in a moment. Okay. Almost back in one piece. 16 HP is not super comfortable, but we can make it work. Actually. Very good. Teleport. Go back for the egg spell and move on to the next temple. Corner, broken wand, wing back for overall. Should be everything we need. We just want to build at the next. The only reason to go all the way back up. Right down. Ooh. Okay, we split thingies. I don't know that this teleport bolt would be much better. I think for now we're just self this. Electricity on sparkle. Too much mana consumption. Gas blood gives us toxic immunity. I think stronger hearts is a better value here though. Take this. Forgot to bring berserkium. You can always go back up mountains. Problem. Take care of bridge boss pretty quickly with berserkium stuff, but I'd much rather be able to one-shot him. We don't have a... We have a plasma beam. I don't have a trigger to payload it into. Kinda not great. If we explore down here too long, we might lose health to fight bridge boss properly. Decisions. We just do that, that's fine. As much as I dislike it, it is effective, at the very least. You in there. We go for the berserkium. That was not quite what I expected to have there. Deal with you. No, I could have just blown that up if I had seen it. Yeah, here. Okay. Could have gone a lot worse than it did. Ooh, rewind. Good. Oop. Seem like it. Okay. But we drop down a little bit, make sure that these snipers don't drop us out of the sky from off screen. That thing. That one before it becomes a possible. Nothing great. Okay, back at the top of the mountain, do a couple of things. We can thinking, I already got the dark cave heal, so getting extra HP is probably not the highest priority at the moment. I do want to get the berserkium that we left in the fungal caverns, as well as the slicing spell that we left here. On one of these ones. Take this. We throw it on the one with higher mana capacity. That way we'll have a consistent rate of fire on the boss. That's all options. Not perfect, but it'll do. Give alcohol. Useful. Vertical barrier, also not great. Could do speed up his this. Oh, this. That's pretty decent. Gives us basically a straight line of fire. Be easier to actually hit the boss. Now we'll leave that there like that. We'll get our berserkium back. Exactly what it. There it is. Okay, now we just follow the same path and go back to the chasm and take care of good old Squidward. Hopefully he'll drop either a decent wand or a good spell or two for us to use. Way more damage there than I should have, but fine. Dumb blind mages and their dumb blind magic. Nothing super interesting about this one. That one. Energy spheres were Got that? It. Right, we go down. Okay. This is fine. Making it work. Make do with what you've got. This tablet out of the way so it doesn't interfere with our shots. Line this up properly. Go about where the rooms are. Right about there. Go piss off Squidward. Did not put it in place. Drop the level on this as well. Okay, there's the field deletion. That's not right. Oh god, that was so scary. Oop. We're doing our best. It's up there. Gotta find a good angle to shoot him at. Go. Come around there. It's a lot steeper than I thought it would be. That was painful. Lurking while I start to fall asleep. No worries, Sky. Thank you for stopping by. The lurkage is always appreciated. Have a good night. at a consistent rate of fire now. Gotta make sure we don't go too far up the steps here. Should be a-okay. All right, very nice. A lot more painful than it would be, but got it done. This looks nice, not great. You want the double trick, that would be very nice. This is a lot of nonsense. What the hell am I looking at? Why so many holy bombs? I mean, at least the stats are decent. But they're not gonna win us any awards, but we could make it work. Let's try and fix that one up at least. We'll come back for the other wand in a bit. Good thing that was already empty. Could have ended very quickly and badly. So many holy bombs, Jesus. You get a reduced spread, that's always nice. Throw both of these. Wrap into chainsaw. Not nearly as quick firing as I would have liked. However, be able to make something work with that magic bubble. This here, get rid. Well done, either. Go get that double spark trigger. See if we can make something interesting happen here. We could make a few interesting things happen. Have the laser that we could use. Could also, now that we have a payload delivery here, front, this and work. Pretty decent, I would say. Could possibly kill the alchemist. Would need a little more. This would. This later. Probably a better alternative there. You did. Okay. Go way down. We can come back up with black holes. Look for maybe a couple of wands, maybe some spells or modifiers in the area. Then we can go and try to kill the alchemist, pyramid boss. Neither of which should be entirely difficult with our current spells. Okay, well, I should have seen that coming. I don't know why I shot at the rat so close. Try one more time. I don't know if we're gonna get very far since it's starting to get a little late. Purple. Let's see. If we get some good RNG, we might be able to make back all of that progress pretty quickly. Okay, immediate heart under the entrance is always nice to see. It will help us clear out the dark cave. Amongst other things, like giving us fire immunity when held. Is always nice. There's a barrel of whiskey up there in case we want Berserkium again. Food. Okay. What is this? Have anything good? Nope. Not gonna leave it to be taken by other things either, so drop that there. That's not entirely bad. Might be able to make something out of that. Two vats of water. Interesting. And also has a chest underneath. See if we can find... Hopefully we'll luck out. Get a second heart here. Okay, did not want it to set on fire. Ooh, arm bullet is not bad actually, hold on. That does allow us to see inside of the dark without needing to do too much extra work. There. 16 shots on the firebolts. Might be able to work our way through the door here. Polymorphine, I guess, is a way out. Never mind. I was gonna say it is a way out of the mountain, but not if it's spilled all over the floor. Okay, that's just rude. You didn't need to do that, fire mage. Okay, well. I think that's a sign. Let's go ahead and end the stream there for the night. Okay, so closing stuff. Tomorrow is what, Thursday? Should be able to do a regular stream. I'm thinking we might do more cave climbers. I've been itching to play that, so we'll probably do that. Friday, I'm not entirely sure what we're gonna do Friday. I might do Community Valheim Friday evening, since the tournament is on Saturday. And I don't know how long that's gonna last, but if it lasts for a while, I probably won't do anything on Sunday. Or I might do Chance of Sonar Sunday morning. Regardless, Sunday's probably just gonna be either no stream or really chill stream. Oh, Sandy, welcome. Thank you for lurking if you were here. But yeah, that's pretty much the schedule for the week, I guess, or for the remainder of the week. Importantly, the tournament hosted by Ice-T here is going to be on Saturday. Oh, well, again, thank you for the lurkage, Sandy. It's always nice to have people just chilling around, doing whatever. But yeah, Saturday is the tournament. That is going to be around 12 p.m. Eastern, I think, is the time. I'm gonna have to double check that. But that's where I will be Saturday afternoon. I will probably have my POV up. Might need to clarify a couple of things with Ice-T first, but look forward to that. If nothing else, her channel will be up for that. But yeah. Otherwise, I think we could maybe raid into somebody if you guys have a suggestion. I'm also going to take a quick look and see if there's anybody in the Noita section I would want to raid. But if you guys have a suggestion, it doesn't have to be Noita, it could be whatever you guys want to watch. Let's see here. Anything good going on in the Noita category? One of the other spellcasters I see right now is Wiz doing magic craft. Yeah, I don't see too many interesting things going on in Noita. We could go say hi to Wiz. It's been a while. Let's go ahead and send you guys over to Wiz. Let me put the thing in chat. As you all know, I do not have a proper raid message, so you could just say Jen says hi or whatever you guys feel like typing, that's also fine. Let's go. Wait. I should probably just copy it from his. The Architect of Babylon gazes upon thee. That is actually really good. I mean, Scholar, yeah, just swap out Architect for Scholar. That is a very good one, though. I'm gonna save that one. Thank you very much for that. Let's throw that on the notepad on the side here. Okay, I guess that will be our message then. The Scholar of Babylon gazes upon you. That's really good. I like that. If you want to throw some wizard emotes on there as well, that will work as well. But yeah, thank you all for stopping by. As always, all of the lookage and the attention is very much appreciated. Anybody watching the YouTube VOD later on, thank you for sticking around as long as you have. Hope you all have a great rest of your day or evenings wherever you are. And I will catch you all next time. Have a good one, everybody.